Welcome to Divinity 6 Core 8. My name is Christina and I am your channeler. I am a high vibrational energy sensitive. And today I am doing Aquarius. I am glowing right now. So happy. I am so proud of Aquarian energy. Like collectively, Aquarians, they bossed up, right? It's like they moved in silence, killed it, slayed it. And I want to stop for 1 second and just remind everybody, comics play their role. They've got a very, very important job, okay? Comics teach divine feminines what the fuck they're made out of, right? And I did mean to swear there. I'm so proud of the Aquarian energy. And if this is an aqua and this doesn't completely resonate with you, then this is somebody that you're dealing with, okay? But it goes both ways, okay? This is still Aquarian energy. Listen, karmics play a very serious role. Their role is to tempt you, push you, challenge you from every part of your soul. Okay? They teach you what you're made out of as far as discipline, structure, control. Okay? Keywords here. You went from popping off, don't make me get out of character, to say what you gotta say, I just don't give a fuck no more, right? It's like, thank you, karmic. Thank you. Because while you were playing your role, I was doing what I had to do, right? Most of the Aquarian energies leveled the fuck up. They learned a lot of things to control their energy. I got that validation today, which was like, yep, I'm definitely launching today. Listen, I am a high vibrational energy sensitive, okay? This means I am affected by all influences way before anybody else is. Okay, so I have to is it time? Can I do it yet? Can I launch it? And then people are like, oh, but you're so inconsistent on your channel. And it's like, yeah, because you have to do the work. Divine feminines cannot slack the fuck off. And if I sit here and tell you everything, it's not going to go. Because you have free will and you'll get sloppy, you'll get lazy, you'll be like, oh, I'm going to have it anyway, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I said that, right? It's like divine masculines had no choice but to have a pause or a somehow, some way type of separation from the feminines. For whatever. Some of them had babies with the karmics. Divine feminines, make sure you love those babies because they are an extension of your masculine, regardless if their mother is a whore. Sorry, not sorry. I will say that. It is specific. You will treat that child like it is your own because you are a divine feminine. And it's who you are down to the fucking core. And then you'll enjoy your baby. Because a lot of feminines are having babies. They are not only birthing a new level of commitment in their life, a new level of, a lot of us, and I can say this, a lot of us are in that crone phase, and it's not physically, right? It's intellectually, it's spiritually. It's like we leveled the fuck up and you're still down there. Come on. Let's do something here, but let's stay humble, right? You have a lot to celebrate for. He smartened up. He got out of his feels. That pause, that stand still, I can't be around my feminine, caused inner conflict that did not feel good. But you have to remember, feminines, this person also had, they had kind of like double lives, right? So while they're coming towards you in that celebratory, you really got to stay humble and grounded, right? Because they had to kill off a part of their everyday life. I just want to make sure that the feminines are aware of that. Um, and that's hard because some of them are actually walking away from like a family dynamic, okay? So be happy, but be mindful if you catch that person drifting off. Don't automatically assume that they're regretting their choices. Don't automatically assume that they're, I don't know how to describe this. They're enjoying their time with you. It's almost like a shock, like, I can't believe I fucking did this. I can't believe I'm here type energy. So don't confuse that or jump to the conclusion or assume that it's a other way around, right? It's like you get everything you've been wanting and waiting for, and then you let it just, it's too good to be true. Don't do that to yourself, feminines. Masculine and feminines who have not been in union are now entering union. The best thing about entering union is everything goes your way. Everything. Manifestations, everything, any and everything goes your way. The energy, think about this, feminines. Okay? And karmics, I'm sorry if you're listening. You know those nights when you're sleeping, because we sleep, you end up experiencing 5D communication with your masculine, right? And those are great things, and then there are bad things too. Because if you happen to connect and he's having sex with someone, unfortunately, you're there in that room. You feel it. You experience as if you walked in on them physically. And then if they're in their head about you, or they're by themselves, or, you know, they're doing the same thing, even if they're not fully aware of it, it's a beautiful thing to be able to communicate with your partner on such a level. That's like a serious level of intimacy. And that distance between your masculine and you, where that got cut off, because feminines did shut it down for quite a bit for most of us. It's been shut off. It's been, nope, sorry, not doing this here, right? And now they're kind of like, well, I missed that. That's what's been missing. There's no more confusion. Karmic's lost. They can no longer mimic you, right? Isn't that weird? Mimic you? It's like, why would you want? Well, no, I know why, but it's kind of weird, right? Like, if you have to change who you are, how you dress, the way you do your hair, the way you wear your makeup, if you have to change those things about you to keep a man, shouldn't you want more for yourself? I'm trying to say that in the nicest way possible. You want to have a relationship with someone who likes the extra pounds on you, right? Likes the way that you do whatever it is that you do for you, right? Like, you leave the house the way that you feel. So 9 out of 10, you're feeling really good, right? Because the person you're with brings out that fire. And sometimes you can't contain it, even though you try to. So I think it's extremely important that when Aquarians come together with their partners in this union, that they're not forgetting karmics played their role really fucking well. And yes, we want to be celebrating. We want to be happy. The shit is over. I don't have to worry about brujeria being thrown out my door. See you later. All that great stuff just comes to a complete end, right? Like, legit comes to an end. Okay? And no, you don't have to feel bad for them. I'm hearing, do I have to feel like, should I feel bad? You don't have to feel bad. But as a divine feminine, we kind of can't help it, right? It's like if it was the other way around, they would not be feeling bad at all. So I guess that would be deserving in some people's minds. But if you've really done the work, like if you've really gone through the dark night of the soul, you're following the moon phases, right? New moon, first quarter, full moon, third quarter, if you understand and can experience the intensity of that energy, then you naturally have no choice but to actually really feel bad for them. They played their role really well. And unfortunately, they lost because you can never break a divine connection. You can't. You can prolong it, you can delay it. And that's just more time for the feminines to level the fuck up and boss up and do what they need to do, kind of thing, right? Otherwise, you have to question if that's really your masculine and not an actual karmic or another person's masculine. And I did a recording yesterday on that too, Aquarians, that I think you need to listen to, because a lot of people are waking up from that twin flame like, this is bullshit. I'm not doing this anymore. And that's what's jolting the masculines to step into their place. Okay. The fact that they can't handle the idea of being without their feminine. And this is why when I'm having sessions with you guys, I'm telling you, Aquarian, I am so pleased. I don't even know if I can just label this Aquarian. I feel like this is divine energy in general, but listen. This is awesome. Okay. You did the work. You went through that rebirth of every part of your soul's DNA. You detached from things that were not in alignment with who you are today. It doesn't matter what the love loss was about. It doesn't matter how it happened. Hopefully things were able to be smoothed out so that way it ended on a good note, right? It's okay that it ended. At least it ended on a good note. A lot of Aquarians, for sure, have ended shit. Yes, right? And now I want to switch the roles a little bit because I'm hearing masculine Aquarian energy. Some of you masculines, some of you did a little dirty, right? And now you're in that bitter, role because you pulled away from someone to be with someone who came back to you, right? Because the beautiful part about being awakened, choosing to accept it, Aquarius, is, and I'm loading you with hidden gems, so listen. The best part about you accepting it and giving into that divine union is the fact that you now see things from a higher perspective than what you ever thought you could. Okay? Yeah, you were in a committed relationship with a karmic. They were not your soul partner, but they played their role. They were meant to be in your life. They gave you lessons. They taught you things about yourself. They probably put you in a position that if you didn't go through, you wouldn't be prepared to enter that union that you're entering now, right? So it's easy to be like, I can't stand you, you robbed me, you took me for everything kind of mode. Or it's easy to be in that, I'm taking the house, you can take that, I don't care. Like, like the toxicity needs to stop, basically. Okay? Like, honestly, it's not healthy. It really won't be healthy at all. And I feel like the masculine Aquarian energy, whether you're a woman or man, the masculine role, it just feels like you're so bitter. And it's like, why? You were the one who stayed that long. You saw red flags a long time ago, right? And then it's like, some of you, you're walking away from everything that is good for your soul. And it's breaking the shit out of you. But at the same time, you guys couldn't get it together whether or not you were actually together. So that's not your twin flame. That's just a soulmate, right? Because there's differences. There's really not. But we have to label everything down here with 50 million different words. So basically, Aquarian, either you're a divine feminine whose partner, or masculine whose partner is finally the one that is able to connect with their soul, right? You're following that energy that, right, okay, here's a good tell. A few nights ago, everyone should have gotten a scripture. I mean, I've got people texting me, telling me, I just got all of their truths. And I'm like, oh, that don't bother me. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, I got the whole fucking list of everything he did too. So all of the feminines should have been receiving the confessions of their masculines. So they know whether or not, if they want to forgive and accept the masculine when they approach. So when you're doing all that, keep in mind you already heard and you accepted and you continued on, right? So hidden gems, sorry. So you're either A, walking away from a long-term relationship, possibly living together, possibly marriage type of level, to be with someone who connects to your soul. Or you are finally manning up to approach someone who connects to your soul. Meaning you could have just been friends, or you could have been ex-lovers, or you guys could have been childhood friends who, no matter what happens, you can't hide that energy, right? For some of you, you've got both going on, where it's like, finally, my man is coming to me, and then boom, you get another one in your face, and they're like, I'm here, I want to be with you. So some Aquarians actually have more than one opportunity, because while they were waiting for their person to step up, they were manifesting new beginnings. Like, if this person doesn't do what they need to do by this date, that's it. I'm ready to move on. And the universe is like, okay, new suitor, another masculine, whether it's your masculine or not, here's your masculine, because you're too good to be entertaining karmics, right? We're done learning lessons. We're respecting the red flags. We're like, no, not interested. Knew it before we even started speaking, right? Like, let's keep it 100. And because of that, you're gravitating or radiating a certain vibration, which puts you in alignment with other individuals who radiate just like you. But keep in mind, those individuals have their divine counterparts who are doing the same thing that yours is doing. Eventually, that counterpart's going to come back around for them too. Do you know if they're going to go with their counterpart, or if they're going to want to stay with you? That's the sucky part. But either way, those types of connections never end wrong. It's like, we ended, we're best friends, no turmoil, right? Those are those type of relationships. Whereas karmics, it's F you and you're never seeing your kid again, and I'm going to take you for every penny you have, and damaging cars. I'm hearing trying to get somebody fired. I'm hearing bleach on clothes. I put all your stuff to Goodwill. Like crazy stuff is going on right now. And it's like, ooh, not necessary. Just chill. Just chill, right? Things fall apart so better things can come together. Instead of getting hung up on the negative sides, raise your vibration and go get your ass on the positive side, right? So I'm going to leave Aquarius here. And I swear to God, it is loaded with divine, feminine, masculine energy, which was why I really want to call out divine unions being into play. So make sure you stay on point with that mind, Aquarius, especially if you've been in a third party dynamic. Excuse me. You want to make sure that you remember who you are at all times. Ground your energy, protect your energy, cleanse your energy. Never go to bed without taking a shower, ever. You want to wash the day's energy off, okay? Lime, all kinds of great stuff. Actually, you can join the Souls Retreat on my website, and I call things off randomly. Trying to be more structured with that. Sorry, one person doing it all, still doing dailies. Divinity648.com for online booking. I will be scheduling in-office sessions in the month of February. Probably doing one per day due to COVID, and to make sure I have thoroughly sanitized the room in between clients. Still in the air with that. The waiting list, or the list is what I'm going to call it, is at info@divinity648.com. So you have to email me, info@divinity648.com, and I will add you to the list. And basically my first available opening, I'll call you first or email you or text you, however you tell me is your preferred method of contact. And you have first dibs. Even if you're booking 2 months out, which some people are, you still get to pick the date first, right? First come, first serve. So divinity648.com, all online scheduling. Don't forget to check out the Souls Retreats. And if you have any questions, you can email me. Thank you.